I'm going to talk about my video I just posted, Willow. This woman, when she came into the picture, all the frequency and everything came with her. She has a medical background in massage therapy, and they work with electricity, with frequencies to help the body. What they did is they put it into a format on a computer where he stacks Wi-Fi. It's kind of a cheap shot for somebody to use technology like that to harm other people. She killed my cats with the frequencies. They were too much for their little heads, and the capillaries in their sinus cavities blew, and they were spraying blood all over my kitchen, and their heads would swell and blow. This woman also tried to take me to court. If you read all that, you will know about this woman. This woman is sincerely a real witch. She drugged me into the courtroom and said I tried to run her over, which was a lie. This woman verbally attacked me several times, and I have witnesses to prove that. She came onto my property and actually verbally attacked me, which is being verbally accosted. She could have went to jail for that. But I was being nice. Then she would come over to my house when I'd leave and steal out of my house. That was what they were doing. Her and Sean put up all this electronic stuff on my house, on Lynn's house, to watch to see what we were doing. They also had audio so they could listen to the entire neighborhood to see what was going on. So what they did is they actually planned to make a sting of my house and rip it off. And they did it every time I left. Portland police got involved in this because Sean happens to have a buddy that's a cop. And they gaslight me, said I was crazy. How crazy is it? You're talking to an electronic technician that knows what she's talking about. I know my shit when it comes to this kind of stuff. They sent one of their officers, the noise officer, to my house 5 months later, after the initial robberies, where they stole my collection of old world ornaments that were worth $65,000. These people ripped that off. They should be held accountable. And he committed other crimes besides that. I mean, this man turned us into the city all the time. He called the police. He did all this stuff. I am more than sure that Mr. Fellner, being an electrician, figured out how to put it all together. Then he got his cop friends in there, and they probably went, well, if you call her crazy, then we can get her on a program, and that's where the state takes over, and we can throw her in jail and call her crazy the rest of her life. No, I don't think so. That's not going to fly. I go in front of a judge. I give you all up, and you know it. You come to my house to do that, and I will take you all down with me. It's that simple. I have enough evidence to hang you all. And I've been sitting back hoping that you would stop. But since you can't, it has to go out somehow, and it's going to go out like this. Your names are out there. Robert, Sean, Willow, Renee, Suzette, James, and all your cop buddies, Paul and Jason and Justin, you know, all these names. I've got all these names. And, you know, what do you want me to do? You guys destroyed my life, killed my pets, stole my belongings, harassed me, did stuff to me, burnt me, are still burning me. There's pictures out of all this. And you guys think that's okay. What gives you the right to play God? What gives you the right to take my life away? I think I should take your lives away. So one way or another, it either happens in a courtroom, or the ultimate, it'll keep happening until you guys are charged up. It'll be that simple. Somebody, and I've had connections from lawyers to come, but I've already talked to lawyers. And it's real hard, except for it's not hard when you're measuring rads and you have video of lasers in your house. I mean, it's not too hard. And the frequencies, Jesus God, I'm running that stuff all the time. And I have it in metal boxes so you can't see it because y'all are so sneaky and creepy, you know, scanning my house, having planes go over and scan my house. You know, I'm not a newbie at this game. I've seen this kind of Nazi behavior before. So, you know, I can't believe that you guys could be so fucking ridiculous and such pieces of shit that you would gang stalk somebody who did nothing. And my own family, my sisters, you greedy bitches. And my ex-husband and your family. Oh boy, the Johnsons are really a special family, aren't they? With you, you fucking thief, pedophile. You're just a piece of shit. Porn addict, pedophile, junkie, alcoholic. That's what you are. And my sister is a Vicodin popping, a million pills, crazy, out of control diabetic that has to take a bunch of antidepressants because she's fucked in the head. Oh yeah, and she works for Boeing. That's one of the companies that runs a program like this in Seattle. And I would imagine that Willow C. Ryan also has a connection to that, where they take your DNA and then they gang stalk you with it. I'm not an idiot. It's not like I fell off the train or I fell on my head or I'm crazy or nuts. There's too many people out here now that you're calling that and trying to do this. And what it's going to do is you're going to end up in jail because we're going to get to prosecute. And if we have enough evidence, and I urge everyone that's a targeted individual to gather evidence because they cannot disregard the evidence. You can take it in front of a judge. You don't need the cops. No one needs the cops. All you need is due process. You file your own paperwork, you put it in front of the judge, you show him the evidence, and he will rule on it. And that's as simple as that. You can go anywhere in the country and do that.